I am back, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Webb. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not watched my previous videos, please go back and look at my previous videos, you guys. When you do look at them, watch them to the end. Okay, hit that like button and leave a comment. I will not ask you to subscribe because it's up to you if you want to subscribe. So I don't want to ask you to subscribe. Okay, so if you feel the need to do so. If not, that's fine as well. So welcome to the channel, all my new people. Thank you for coming in my lives. Thank you for chatting it up with me, getting to know me, and I'm getting to know you guys. You guys are my web family. Okay, so thank you to all my web families. Okay, all my beautiful web family people. Thank you for coming to my channel and joining, okay, and being a part of my family. All right. Okay, you guys, so today I want to talk about trust. Okay, that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about untrustworthy people that we confide in. Okay, and we have to be very careful who we talk to. And we have to be very careful who we vent to, okay? Because some people don't really care about what you have going on. They're just there to listen and to be nosy and to know and to want to know what you have going on. So you have to be very mindful of the people that we vent to, y'all. We cannot be just talking to any and everybody. And the sad thing about it is, the people that we feel that we could go and talk to, they're not even trustworthy. Yeah, they're not. You know, people say, oh, well, don't, like I just said, don't talk to people that I just don't feel like you should talk to, like, random people. Don't do it. You have to really feel like the person that you're talking to is very genuine for you to really open up to that person and talk to them about whatever it is that you have going on in your life, okay? Especially if you really don't know them, okay? I've seen where people, I'm gonna say, let's say you're on a job and you just started your job, and there are people who just start and you don't really know your coworkers, really. But you're talking to them about all of your business. And you're opening up to them, and you're sharing your life with them, and you're sharing your partner with them, meaning you're expressing your likes and your dislikes and what you have going on and what you're doing in your life. And I don't think that's a good thing to be conversating with people when you have not been on that job very long and you're being too open with people, okay? That is not a good thing because you really don't know them, okay? They may act like they're concerned, or they may act like they're, you know, quote unquote, your friend. They are associates, okay? You know who your real friends are, okay? And they're not your real friends if you just meet them. Like, you haven't been knowing them long. That's the point of what I'm saying. You haven't been knowing them long, so why would you want to open up to them about your business? That's not a good thing, okay? What's even worse is when people tell you to go to counseling, go to therapy, talk to your pastor, talk to the first lady, or talk to someone that's not in your circle or outside of your circle, okay? That's supposed to be trustworthy. And the thing about it is, when you go to a therapist and counseling, that stuff is supposed to be confidential, right? And I don't think that they would do that because, you know, they can actually get in trouble for that. If you're going to like a therapist, a counselor, or something like that, that's supposed to be confidential, and they're not supposed to say anything to anyone about what you go in there and talk to them about, whether it's over on Zoom, on the phone, in person. That is against the law, okay? Now, as far as pastor, preacher, first lady, Wooda wada wooda, you're still taking a chance there, you know. They say that we should be able to go to, you know, your community and your church, and you should be able to go and talk to your pastor, marriage counseling and stuff like that. But are they really trustworthy? I mean, let's be honest. Are they really trustworthy? Because if they go out and tell somebody else your business, they're not going to get in trouble legally. They say we can go talk to them because they are our pastor, and we're supposed to trust them because, you know, they're serving God and doing things, you know, to serve the community, and we're supposed to be able to go to them to ask them to pray for us and, you know, talk to them about what we have going on, and we're supposed to be able to trust them, right? But the question is, can we really trust them? Because or for instance, it could be somebody who's acting like a first lady and they're not. Okay, so it's crazy that you think that you're talking to someone that's a first lady, okay, and they're not. All right, of course, y'all know I be looking at these commentary videos, and I be looking at, you know, videos of certain YouTubers, and, you know, I wanted to talk about it because I looked at her video and she said she went to a first lady to talk to her, and the first lady recorded her conversation. Now, the question is, was she really a first lady? Was she really who she said she was? Okay. And this goes back to me saying, if they are not legally, okay, on paper, an actual counselor, therapist, whatever you want to call it, that you can actually, you have to pay, or sometimes they have different programs that you can go for free. They cannot tell anyone your business. That is against the law. But it's not really like that if you're a pastor or preacher or a first lady, or a pastor, preacher, first lady, whatever. If you go talk to them, they can still go and tell a church member. They can tell someone outside of church. I mean, and that's where you have to really feel like you can actually trust that person, that pastor or that first lady, to go talk to them. And you have to have enough trust to know that they're not going to go back and tell anyone what you have talked to them about. Because some people aren't always who they say they are. Some people aren't always what they seem to be. Okay? And the fact that a first lady, and the other question is, was she really a first lady? Because there's so much backstabbing things that go on behind the scenes of YouTube, and no one really knows. No one really knows what goes on these people's personal life that's on YouTube. But was she really a pastor? Was the young lady that she was talking to? Was the young lady that she was talking to, was she really in a place where she knew that this woman was really a pastor? No, a first lady. I'm sorry, she was a first lady. Like me, I would have been looking up stuff. Which I'm not saying that she didn't, because she clearly thought the lady was a first lady, and she felt like she could trust this lady and tell her all the things that she had going on in her life. And the first lady, I don't know if she sent it to someone on the platform or if she put it out herself, but she, needless to say, she put it out on YouTube. And my thing is, you recorded it. This is why I said you cannot trust nobody. You cannot trust nobody. If you really want some type of counseling and you really want to open up to people, I say go to a counselor or therapist. Preferably if you know you got to go in an office or on a Zoom, if you're going on a website for counseling or therapist, I would do it that way. Because you have to sign, I know you have to sign some type of legal documents saying that, hey, you know, it's going to have everything that you need before you sign anything and agree to counseling. They cannot tell anyone. Anything that you tell them is confidential. So for this woman to get on here, and I can't say she played like a first lady or if she didn't, but I'm just going to say she did because that's how she represented herself to the young lady. You're going to get on here and get on the phone, have her open up to you, record her conversation to you, crying, opening up to you about all the things she had going on in her life. And I'm going to say this before I continue to go on. I don't care about none of that stuff in the background that they had going on. Because at this moment, you can tell that this young lady was hurting. Okay? Because I know I've done heard a lot of things about all the parties that's involved in the situation. Okay? And that's the problem. People keep not wanting to separate certain situations when we're talking about one situation. This situation I'm talking about is you play like a first lady, right? Had this young woman open up to you, and then you turned around and recorded her and you put it on YouTube. Now, like I said, I don't know if she was really a first lady, all right? But the point that I'm trying to make is, as a woman, when are we going to do better, y'all? We come on here bashing other women, doing and saying all type of stuff to women, all because of what? What? Y'all out here outing a woman. For what? And then my thing is, you don't even personally know these people on this platform. It saddens me that, you know, that type of embarrassment. And she's been through a lot of embarrassment. And I'm not saying that this young lady is innocent. And I'm not saying she's not innocent. But I feel like sometimes people so focus on all the negative side of everything. Meaning, if the subject is on something, they want to retract about something else. Let's stay on the subject at hand. The subject at hand is you play like a first lady, okay? And this young woman was weeping and crying on the phone to you. This woman has 4 children. 4 children, okay? And I don't care if people call her a whole bitch or whatever. You can tell that this woman is doing this shit literally by herself. And I don't care what nobody say about these baby daddies and oh, she did. I don't care what she did. Meaning, I don't care what she did in this conversation, because that's not what I'm talking about, all right? Because I don't want to talk about no negative stuff. And I'm not trying to say that she's innocent either, but the fact of the matter is she has these 4 children that she's taking care of by herself. She has 2 baby daddies, okay? No, she has 3. The first one, he's in the child's life. Okay. The other 2 has the same father. 2 of her other children has the same father. And one of her other child has a different father. So the last 2 baby daddies was not really heavily involved, and especially the 3rd child, okay? And again, I'm not saying she's innocent. I see what has transpired on YouTube. I've seen, you know, and heard everything, and I'm not saying she's innocent, but let's be real. This young lady have these children all the time, and for them to get on here and say that y'all are choosing, y'all chose not to come get y'all children. Okay, I don't think she's ever kept those kids away intentionally from the fathers. I feel like, you know, some women can be petty. And again, I don't know their whole situation. I don't really know the whole story. So that's why I'm repeating myself when I say, I'm not saying that she's innocent. I'm not saying that what she's not doing, but I don't really feel like she's the type to hold her children away from their father. Like, she don't ever get a break. Think about it. She never gets a freaking break. And I heard someone say, you need to get off YouTube and stop being on here saying A, B, and C. You need to be tending to them kids. She tends to them kids all the time. And the few times that she do get on here, oh, now she need to tend to her kids. How do y'all know she not tending to her children? To be honest with you, she's not consistently making videos. So how is she on here all the time? She's not on here all the time because she's not making consistent vlogs. She's not doing consistent content. She's not. So she's absolutely tending to her children. Okay, you can tell by her content. She's not. And I'm a mother. Every mother has their moments. Ain't no mother perfect. Okay, and all mothers ain't the same, but that doesn't make them any different or any mother better than the other. Well, excuse me, y'all, because they may do things differently. Just because she do something one way and this mother do something another way, that doesn't mean that one did better than the other. They just do two different things. And it's so funny because people do that all the time. You might not beat your children, and she might do. She might talk to her children a little more to try to settle them down. And some of them need that little pop. Some of them need that little pow. That doesn't make her a bad mom because he got popped. It doesn't. All right? Like, come on. I'm gonna need y'all to stop being so judgmental. And a lot of people just want to get on here and just to have something to say. And it's funny because I be listening and I be thinking like, damn, they finding the stupidest shit to look up. They focus on some of the stupidest stuff to bring up just to have something to talk about, just to have some type of commentary, just to down the person in the video. I be like, you was really looking at her. I'm thinking to myself, John, you was really looking at her? Is it really? Well, that wasn't even that serious for you to bring. It's just like people want to do what they have to do to get them views, to get the views up. Like, I honestly just don't like when people down other women. I don't like it. I don't care if she is a hoe. But why you got to get online and say she a hoe? But do you really know if she a hoe? Are you in her life? Like, do you know who she laying with? I'm confused. How you know she a B-I-T-C-H? How you know she a B? Are you around her every day to know she's a B? Or you looking at an hour video, 45-minute video? It's just, I just don't like it. And it's us black women, y'all. Us black women, honey. Us black women. Boy, I tell you. I'm so glad I'm an introvert. Like, I don't care to be around fake women who's gonna keep downing each other. Like, I'd rather just stay to myself because it ain't just about relationships that you can't trust. It's friendships as well. People act like they're your friend and they not your friend. They turn on you. They say stuff like, it's crazy. But you know what? Honestly and truthfully, I've never been a people person anyway. And people think it's crazy or think that it's weird that you don't have friends. No, it's not. Ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. I like being by myself. I'm at peace. Because then you have these type of people that get on the internet and talk mad mess about you. And they don't even know you. They don't even know you. They don't know you from a can of paint. And they talk about you because of something they see on the video or they're searching. And the crazy thing about it is, people that you're supposed to trust, they're sending people that's talking about you so-called evidence. It's sad that you can't trust nobody. People are untrustworthy. Who can you trust? You can't trust nobody, literally. And it's sad. It's sad out here. Like, people are going out sad. And you know, them baby daddies, it's like they got it. They're doing a back and forth battle. And eventually I feel like, and I hope that she just let it all go. And I pray that she lawyer up, because I wouldn't trust none of them, because men do some of the sneakiest, evilest stuff when they know they're not doing right. And to prove that they are not who they say they are, they will do the devilish stuff. So I really hope she gets a lawyer before she go to court, to go to family court. I hope she get a lawyer, because see, he already had a lawyer when she went to court for the, I guess, the visitation order or whatever that was. And he came with an order trying to put her in jail for 6 months. And he know darn well he wasn't coming to get his children. Come on, y'all. You weren't coming to get them kids, man. Stop playing. You knew you was not coming to get them children like you were supposed to. Okay? Yeah, let's stop. Let's stop. You know. But again, nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes. But come on. These men know that they don't get these kids like they're supposed to. And I'm not just talking about hers. I'm talking about in general. Okay? Now, I will say, I was blessed that I never had that problem with my baby daddy. I didn't. My son is with his father right now. Why? Because he wanted to see, you know, how Texas was. And he's been up there since his 9th grade year. I fought tooth and nail, not because we was fighting over him, but because I just didn't want to let go. But you know, he liked it in Texas. Okay, cool. His dad was always in his life. I don't care what differences we have. That nigga always came and got his child. Summertime, all that. Okay? So let's be real. Y'all, some of y'all men don't come get these children like y'all supposed to. And sometimes it's all about this right here. And sometimes men just want to be evil. And the crazy thing about it is, these men are older than her. Like, one is in his 50s. Is he what, 50? He in his 50s, early 50s. And the other one is what, almost 40? Almost 40. Excuse me. Almost 40. None of these children that she has are in daycare. Only one is in school. Well, 2 is in school now. 2 are in school, and she still has 2 at home. So I don't understand. Y'all think daycare is not cheap for 2 kids, and daycare is way more than what it was when I had my youngest kid, my kids. Like, I wasn't, what they pay for daycare right now, I would be crying having to pay that, because daycare wasn't that expensive when my kids was coming up. And my kids was in daycare from 6 months all the way to they couldn't go to daycare no more, like 8, 9. Yes, my kids was in school in daycare. Why? Because I had to work. They was even in aftercare. I had to pay for that too. Because I had to work. I didn't have nobody to keep my children. You know what? I had to hustle and bustle to pay daycare. And yes, I did get child support. So yes, the child support helped out. But when you don't get child support on a consistent basis, let me be clear. If you're not getting child support on a consistent basis, how are you supposed to maintain child care? Or anything else when it comes to these children? Because we still have to worry about a whole household. Rent, food, gas. If you have a car payment, they got to get around. Diapers. These kids have to get around. But you know, it's out of sight, out of mind when you don't actually have the kids in your possession. So when they're not in your possession, it's really not that serious to you. But anyway, people are not you can't trust everybody. People are untrustworthy, y'all. So please, y'all, make sure y'all watch who y'all conversate with and tell y'all business too. Because some of these people out here faking, jucking and jiving, acting like they care and they don't care, and saying that they're preachers and pastors, and you're supposed to go and talk to them. And you know, even if you confided in someone at the same church as you, can you really trust them? And I'm gonna leave that way there, because I'm not getting on these church people, these church folk. They so in the church, but they be on here not be on here, but they and they conversate about people. They run around running their mouth and gossiping and doing this and doing that. No, I'm not gonna do it. And I know ain't nobody perfect, church or you're not in the church. But if you gonna walk around here like you, oh, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let it go. But y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop it down below. If you feel like you can trust the people that you're surrounded with, drop it down below if you would ever trust someone to hold what you are telling them to themselves. Yes or no? Okay? Just watch who y'all surround yourself with and tell your business to, okay? And if you don't know them from Adam and Eve, don't tell them your business. If you want to really talk to somebody and you want to really feel like you're gonna be covered and nobody know your business, go to a professional counselor. Go to a professional therapist or therapy. Okay? Because your business won't be out there, or they will go to jail. They will get sued for giving out your information. All right. I will see y'all in the next video, you guys. Thanks to all my web families for coming over once again. And I will see you later, guys. Bye.